Why does it look like I've lost so much weight? Like, my face looks slimmer. Is it me or... Let me know, let me know, let me know. Ha! My God. Mother Borochi. Man no be God. You'll be planning your life, planning your life, planning your life. Then, whoosh, the universe will just match break. One day, hold it dear, will up. Anyway, guys, hello and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It is your favorite baby girl, of course, Mama Dyna Ekwueme in the building. And yeah, this break, I don't know. Some people came on Instagram, they were like, when did you get surgery? What surgery is this? Did you get gastric sleeve, blah, blah, blah? Some people were even saying I had ectopic pregnancy. People were suggesting mad things. I already shared in my community area. This is why I don't say this all the time, but please, if you're subscribed, make sure that the bell notification, that bell, is active. If not, it's not all my posts that you'll be getting. YouTube will just be selective about what is sharing to you. It will just be sharing things that you've probably watched in the past, similar videos. If I share community posts, you may not get it. If I share YouTube shorts, you may not get it. So please, as you subscribe, hit that notification bell. A few weeks ago, I shared on my community area that I was going to be taking a break due to a medical emergency. Like, it was seriously, I did not see it coming. As you're seeing me now, yes, I had surgery done, and I'm definitely going to be sharing everything. If you're following me on Instagram, you've not missed me much. You haven't missed me much. So if you're from Instagram, say cheese. Say cheese. If you're following me on Instagram, yeah, I think a week after the surgery, I started posting clips here and there. I even updated people on, what's popping, but not in detail. An emergency break, which I've currently, as you're seeing me here, all the human organs inside somebody's body, mine is incomplete. It's such a sad thing. They had to take it out because of the chronic, severe pain it was causing me. Like, it just came all of a sudden. What had happened was, since last year, I have been complaining about things that I felt like my IUD, I know my IUD came with the copper IUD that I had inserted. Most of you followed that journey since I inserted it in Nigeria up until January that I removed it. Most of the things I complained about stopped instantly. The back pain, the heavy flow, the bleeding, all the things I seriously complained about since removing the IUD stopped. But then I used to have abdominal pain. Like, it was in my lower abdomen. It wasn't like, it just used to come and go. I did complain about it to my husband a few times because it wasn't consistent. We even went one time to do a scan. They checked, obviously, just in the lower area because that was where the pain was coming from. At the time I had my IUD, it was in place, everything was good. So yeah, I was wondering, where is this pain coming from? Then since removing the IUD, that pain disappeared. I remember I posted on a Thursday. Let me say 2 days before that Thursday, or the weekend before that Thursday. I don't want to say 2 days before that Thursday. I was doing fasting. This is just what I do. I've been doing fasting since last year, intermittently and all of that. But this time around, I decided in the spirit of Ramadan to just elongate it a bit to 2 days fasting. So I did dry fasting for 48 hours. But then, because of longer, not that I didn't know what to break my fast with, but because of longer, because of what was available in the house, I didn't prepare my break. I mean, breaking the fast. I didn't prepare it properly. I downloaded a full plate of rice and stew. After 2 days of dry fasting, I ate fish. That was it. That was around 2 a.m. And then I slept. Around 4 a.m., one kind of unbearable pain started here, just underneath my breast, I would say, yeah? This my thoracic cavity, just above here. The only pain that have come close to what I was feeling that day is labor pain. I mean, at least with labor pain, it comes and it goes. The contraction, it comes and it goes. This one was just labor pain 2.0. It was just there. It wasn't doing coming and going. It was, imagine contracting and it's just there. It's not contracting and relaxing, just there. Omo, I was screaming. I was in pain from 4 a.m. Until 8 a.m. that my husband came back. He came back, he gave me medication. He prepared Zobo because even with the medication, nothing was working. He gave me Zobo. After I drank that Zobo, it stopped automatically. And then that was it. It happened around Sunday, Monday. Then around Thursday, I just took bread and tea, normal bread and tea. This was after cleaning up, doing house chores. I said, let me take bread and tea and sleep. I wasn't fasting. I took bread, took tea. Around midnight, continued doing what I was doing. Then I let her sleep. Thankfully, my husband wasn't working that night. This pain started again around 3 a.m. or more. This time around, it was like triple the pain of the, like, I cannot wish that pain on my enemy. I cannot wish that pain on somebody because it was chronic. When they say chronic pain, pain that cannot make you walk, pain that cannot, it was just there. Bing! It wasn't coming and going. The pain was just there. My husband was trying to console me, blah, blah, blah. I said, babe, I don't think this one no be Zobo matter. I don't think I can stand this. I want to go to the hospital. He was like, how are we going to do it this night? I said, I need to go to the hospital. If I stay here, I won't be able to sleep. I don't know what this pain is, but I've never ever felt it in my life. Omo, he tried to order, I don't know what happened that night too. No cab. We had to walk. Oh my God. I don't know how I made it to the hospital with my husband. Got there immediately, they took my sample. That was when I updated on Instagram and on YouTube because I didn't really put any, I thought it was maybe something that we'll just do, bang, 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 and then I'm back home. I didn't think it was really serious. They took my blood, we did scan. This was all within 40 minutes. They did x-ray for me, they did a scan. Before you know it, they say that I have gallstones in my gallbladder and they think that that's where the pain is coming from. Hey, I said, waiting be this. How do we, which one is, I've heard of gallstones, but the common one that I always know of is kidney stones. So I'm like, how? I was like, at this point with this pain, whatever you need to do to take this out, sir, madam, take it out. This pain is unbearable. I cannot bear it. So what's up? What's next? Before you know it, they start making noise of surgery. I say, so, hey, so. Me that has never done surgery in my life. Me that is scared of anything, surgery, anything that I'm not, see, not that I'm a strong woman, no. I know be strong woman, but anything that would make me not have control of myself, maybe I'm just a control freak of my own body. Anything that would make me not be in charge of myself, I run away from it. That is why if you give me 2 days labor, I will endure it over CS. Unless it's a case where it's a do or die affair, okay, bring out the baby. But if everything is normal, circumstances, baby is fine, I'm fine, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna, the way I detest surgery, I don't know. So when they start mentioning surgery, I say, waiting be this. How did I, like, everything was just scary from that point. The moment I had surgery, everything was just scary for me. I was like, what? Anyway, in my head, I was like, please, when are we scheduling the surgery? Can we do it now? Can we just remove it? So that's not how things work. You have to wait. They have to book you for a week or 2 weeks. So I said, this pain will be coming and going a week or 2. I say, no, please, I cannot bear it. So there was a surgeon that came later on. He saw me, like, things were just blurry. At some point, they were wheeling me with wheelchair. My husband was wheeling me with wheelchair, taking me around, consoling me. Myself, at some point, I wasn't even. At some point, I said vomiting. I was vomiting. It was horrible. When I said vomiting, I think that's when they now knew how serious it was, and they were like, "We have to book you for surgery as soon as possible." So we were there on Thursday morning, right? Yeah. So they told me that the next appointment would be on Sunday. That was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 2-3 days from that day. I was like, will I be able to wait? So they admitted me. My husband had to go home because the kids, almost nothing was planned. It wasn't that, this thing is something you plan and then you have, my husband would take maybe a few days off, or so. Everything was just happening like push. Like everything was just so unplanned. And yeah, I may not be breaking things down the way it works. Trust me, I have clips which I'll be sharing after this. So I just wanted to narrate things because the clips were all over the place. I don't think any same person would understand because there wasn't anybody helping me film. I was in severe pain. Like everything was just scattered. So I just wanted to give you guys, just brief you guys small on the whole thing so that when you're watching the clips, you would kind of understand what was going on. So yeah, that was how I started thinking about my life. They came with different things, antibiotics, anything that they could get. My appetite disappeared. I couldn't eat anything. Like they were bringing food morning, afternoon, evening. I just wasn't in the mood to eat anything. It was crazy. That was just the long and short of why I have been gone. I had gallstones. They had to take away my whole gallbladder. So at this point, looking at Mama Dyna Ekwueme, I don't have any gallbladder. They've told me things to avoid, things to eat. There is no serious long-term effect, according to the doctors, of not having a gallbladder. Just live a healthy life and you're gonna be fine. A separate video, like I said, I will show you guys the surgery and explain in detail, but this video is just to explain my absence, share with you guys what happened during the whole 4 days. I would say 5 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I came back. So 5 days I spent at the hospital where my husband works. It was like, since that time, my life has done 360. Like, I'm a different person entirely. I'm not just the weight loss, not just everything about that period scared the shit out of me. My dear, like I said, anything surgery, I remove my hand. Anything surgery, I remove my hand. And it wasn't just the fact that I was going into surgery, it was the fact that I'm in a foreign land. Less support, zero family. If anything had happened to me, maybe I went into that surgery and I didn't make it out. So my 3 beautiful children will be motherless. That whole period, like, I even started pitying my husband because he was doing everything. Imagine having to work, look after the kids. Obviously, when he's at work, he drops them off with Nana. That one is a separate gist I'm gonna give you guys. Nana. Most of you who have been here since last year, you guys already know who Nana is. But my husband was just super. He was super supportive. Even with all the higgy haga, he was still coming to the hospital during odd hours when he can come to the bedside, try to talk to me, try to find out a whole lot of things. Like, at some point, I was like, how are you doing? And funny enough, he was glowing, I say, my absence is making everybody glow. You're glowing. A day before the surgery, I'm going to show you guys the video. My kids came the evening before the surgery. But my husband was just the MVP throughout the 5 days. So anywhere you see him, or if you have him on social media, tell him that he's there. In fact, husband material is an understatement. That man, he's the love of my life. Like, he did a whole lot that period, brought clothes. I know these are things that people would say, oh, is he my husband? Is that not what husbands should be doing? But fam, I've never fallen sick to the point where I'm reliant like that on a human being as an adult, you know. So doing it with him for the first time, it proved to me the definition of in sickness and in health. You see that in health and in sickness part. So people deal with you when it's in health, but that sickness, I don't know the words to use to express how much loved I felt throughout that 5 days. Nana, hey, without Nana, who would have looked after my kids? I even told her on short notice, this is what happened. They're telling me that. She was like, no problem, bring them. Do you want? She was looking after all my kids. Nana and her husband, I don't know how they were able to accommodate. Plus, she has 2 kids. 2 kids, all toddlers. Imagine 5 toddlers. 5 days, 5 toddlers. The craze. And she has other things that she does on the side to keep busy. Nana, if you're watching this, I go take you to Maldives. Where do you want to go? Is it Paris? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? You want to go to where? I'm gonna take you there, because fam, she did so much for me, so much that I didn't have that expectation, but she exceeded my expectation. My kids were well fed. They were looking pumped the time they came visiting at the hospital. So yeah, this has been the highlight of what happened the last week of April. Like, my mouth cannot really say a whole lot of things, but as time goes on, the full picture, if you're not getting it right now, the full picture would unfold. But I'm grateful definitely for life. I'm grateful for where I am, the people who I call family, friends. In fact, the Nigerian community. I don't even know how word spread here in Gurayat that I was in the hospital. People were coming to the hospital, people that I don't speak to. The Nigerian community here, oh my God. People even came to the house to see how my kids were doing. There was a birthday party. My kids still went. They fed them. Like, it didn't even feel like, oh my God, like, I know I talk about this whole community thing, but I did not understand the usefulness until this thing happened. I didn't even understand that people send me like that too in this Gurayat until I felt ill. People that I don't even talk to on a regular basis, they came to check up on me. Doctors, nurses, Nigerians, all Nigerians. They were just coming to the hospital, the ward that I was in, to check up on me, to know how I was faring. You know, I just felt really loved. I felt seen. I felt like it was a different kind of love. So to all the doctors that came, I don't want to start mentioning names. Dr. Bakare brought me food. I don't know if you guys remember Dr. Bakare from last year. I attended her 50th birthday. Even after seeing me in the hospital, the day I was discharged, helped me to the cab. She still came the day after, brought me food, brought me fruits. Dr. Bello, I can't even remember some of the doctors' names. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to Nana. Thank you to all the doctors that checked up. Dr. Julie came to check up on me, but I wasn't around when she came. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Like, it still means a whole lot to me. And yeah, one other appreciation left, the major one actually, is to the healthcare workers. See, I know I've been complaining about dependent. For the past 1 year, I've been running my mouth. The problems will be the dependent, it cannot work, everything is depend. But now, the way I carry this dependent with my full chest. Do you know what it means? Like, if I had done this surgery someplace else, number one, it wouldn't have taken 3 days to get an appointment to have the surgery done. Number two, it wouldn't have been free. Keyword being free. Even with it being free, the treatment that I got from the surgeons, the nurses, there was one particular Indian nurse that kept coming to check up on me. Like, oh my God, Even inside the theater, there was a Nigerian doctor. I know the wife, of course. She's also a dependent like me. Made sure that I was okay, made sure that they said the line well, made sure that this is my sister, so we got to. So, oh my God, like the treatment I got from the doctors, the surgeons, everybody, 150, 2000%, 2000%. Like the food, morning, afternoon, night, they were bringing food. Even when they told me not to eat 12 hours before the surgery, they were still bringing food. These people were tempting me with food. But then, yeah, special appreciation to all the doctors, all the surgeons, all the healthcare workers that looked after me. Yeah, the staff, amazing, amazing, amazing. They made staying in hospital feel like I was in a hotel. The constant checkups, the making sure that I was just okay. Yeah, amazing, amazing, amazing. There was this particular, I don't know if he's Saudi, but he's obviously an Arab doctor. He's a specialist. I wish every doctor would be like that. He made me feel heard, always asking, talking to me, even when I want to ask questions, you know. At the end of the day, it didn't feel scary. Like the first time they mentioned surgery, it felt less scary going into the theater, going with a positive mind. Everything just felt relaxing. Within an hour, it was done. I'm going to obviously explain the sort of surgery and everything in the next video. If you're following me on Instagram, you already know. But yeah, that's the update. That's the break. That's the reason why you haven't seen me for the past 3 weeks, going to 4 weeks now. I'm recovering good. I feel like I've totally recovered. Within the first week, people were going nuts on Instagram. No, you need to come now, you need to do this, you need to do that. My dear, being active actually helped me heal faster. Being active actually helped me with recuperating and all of that. So yeah, if I was just stagnant, trying to pamper myself, staying in one place, I don't think I would have healed as quickly as I did. Obviously, I'm giving props to the type of surgery they did as well, but I wouldn't neglect the fact that I tried so much to just stay active. No, I have kids. Do I have a choice? I don't have a choice. So yeah, that's the story. That's what's been happening for the past week. Obviously, there's been major changes in my life. I don't take things for granted anymore. The kids, when I came back, I could see a different energy, especially with mama. My mother is daddy's girl. All of a sudden, comes randomly, hugs me and say, "Mommy, I love you." Seriously, the energy since I came back, yeah, I've learned a whole lot from this experience. I've learned to be grateful for a whole lot of things. Family, most importantly, the people I'm surrounded with, most importantly, the small circle I have here, the community I have here, it's made me appreciate and see life differently. And yeah, going forward, we're going back to routine. I know this is kind of like a pause, but we're going back to routine just after the surgery video is up. But yeah, that's it. This is me. This is my hair grew. That's one plus. My hair grew in a span of 3-4 weeks. I don't know if it's the fasting, not fasting, but the period that I didn't eat. When I was at the hospital, I couldn't eat, like appetite, because of all the go to go they were telling. I said, I beg you, I beg you, I beg. But yeah, that's that. Hopefully, there's nothing to learn in this video, but yeah, hopefully you got 1 or 2, or you know now why I haven't been around. My surgery video will be up in the next 24 to 48 hours. So please make sure to subscribe and like this video. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hopefully I see you in that one.